Hello, today I'm sharing some fantastic must-have Amazon products that I've been loving and think you will too. These are beauty and fashion finds that stood out to me in a big way over the past month or so. You can find some amazing products on Amazon and some really big duds too. So when I find products that stand out to me like this, I love gathering them together and sharing them in these Amazon videos that I do about once a month because you seem to enjoy watching them and I really enjoy making them for you. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Let's go ahead and get into these Amazon finds that made big impressions on me and that I think you'll love just as much as I do. I'm leading off with the viral J Beauty Tir or Tur Mask Fit Red Cushion Foundation. This is all the rage over on TikTok, but I've yet to see one person pronounce this brand consistently, even people that have worked with the brand. I've had a lot of requests to review this, so I will have a thorough review in my next foundation roundup, but I wanted to go ahead and talk about it here because I have already been testing it out. A lot of you want to know if it is actually worth the hype and what it looks like on more mature skin, someone who's not in their 20s. I'm turning 49 in a couple months. And you know how it is on TikTok. Somebody tries it once, gives it a first impression, claims it's the best thing ever. The next thing you know, it's viral. Most people over on TikTok don't do thorough reviews the way we do over here on YouTube. So if you enjoy that type of thing, if you enjoy thorough reviews, be sure you're subscribed because I do regular foundation reviews. So I grabbed this in 24N Latte, which I think will be great for the middle of the summer. It's a little bit too deep for me right now. This is a traditional cushion foundation. You have your little sponge right here, a flip top, and you dip your sponge or your own sponge into the foundation. Now, this is supposedly Japan's #1 choice for glass skin. They say this gives a semi-matte yet radiant finish. It's great for all skin types, including sensitive skin. I do have sensitive skin and I can wear this with no problem. It's infused with niacinamide, hibiscus, and some other extracts to enhance skin elasticity and keep your skin moisturized and nourished. So you're getting some skincare benefits in here too. It also has titanium dioxide for sun protection, but please don't use this as your only sun protection. You would have to apply way too much. And one thing I've found is that a little bit goes a long way. So when I initially dip the sponge in here, the amount that's on there is too much for my entire face. It ends up being too cakey looking if I apply that much. So I pat some off and then apply a light layer to my entire face that way. And then if I need to build it anywhere, I'll go back into what I patted off and layer where needed, if I need to layer it anywhere at all. They say it gives flawless, long-lasting, lightweight, buildable coverage, and that's exactly what it does. Now, it does look pretty radiant slash dewy right after it's first applied to my combination skin. My skin is pretty normal around the perimeter, but I do get some shine in my T-zone. So if you have dry skin, you may not look that radiant right after, but I do. But once I set it with powder, it settles into this semi-matte yet radiant coverage. I do have kind of a radiance going on here. I have this on today, and usually sitting under these lights here, I am reflecting more shine than is actually here in real life. So I'll show you in front of a window too. You can see some radiance to my skin, just a natural sheen, but it doesn't look oily. It doesn't look greasy. There's nothing tacky feeling about it at all. I would say I have medium full coverage, but I could have left it at medium if I wanted to. I'm recovering from being sick and have wiped my nose several times today. The coverage is still there. My pores look smoothed. It doesn't look cakey. So far, I'm really impressed. Like I said, full review will be coming, but if you're looking for a J Beauty cushion foundation for any skin type that smooths, looks natural, and lasts, this is a good one. The blush I have on today, which I think looks very subtle under these lights, but I'll show you the application and I'll show you what it looks like under natural light, is new from Bare Minerals. Bare Minerals has a store on Amazon. It's their new Complexion Rescue Bronzer in the shade Kiss of Pink. I wasn't gonna try these and just ordered it on a whim. You get so much in here. You only need the tiniest amount to get really nice color color and it looks so natural and sun-kissed. I always worry about this type of product that it's going to be too glittery or metallic looking and not look natural. That's definitely not an issue here. And also with liquid blushes and bronzers that they'll take off product underneath. This applies beautifully over your skin, over foundation, and over powder products. These have blurring microspheres to blur your pores and vegan hyaluronic acid and olive-derived squalane for all-day hydration, which is great if you have dry or mature skin. I just love this type of product for spring and summer because I can apply it to my cheeks and I kind of take it over my nose if I want, and it's just incredibly easy to apply and quick to apply, blurring, hydrating, flattering, and long-lasting. This is such a great purchase, and there are several shades to choose from, so I'm loving this new release from Bare Minerals that is available on Amazon. I didn't even know and accidentally stumbled across it, and I'm so glad I did. And did I say I'm so glad I did like 5 times? But I am. I'm very picky when it comes to cleansing balms and cleansing oils, as you should be. They should remove every trace of dirt, grime, and makeup, even waterproof makeup, and rinse away cleanly with no film and not strip your skin before you go in with your regular cleanser at night. But they're not all created equally. I have gone through some major duds. My favorite is probably Pharmacy Green Clean. I've gone through tons of those. This reminds me so much of Pharmacy Green Clean with the texture, how well it removes, and how well it rinses away without leaving a film. This is the Beauty of Joseon Radiance Cleansing Balm. I know a lot of you love Beauty of Joseon, this brand, and I've been trying more of their products. So it has this convenient little flip top lid. The only thing that I would like better is if they had a little, I don't know, magnetic something or something to insert the little spatula, although I am happy that they included a spatula. I only have about a third left. I've been using this every night since I got it. It's vegan, cruelty-free, fragrance-free. It has rice bran oil, rice bran water, and grain complex extracts, and it removes everything. That curling iron mascara that some of us have been using that I shared, I don't know, a month or 2 ago can be really hard to remove. I've had a few of you ask me how I remove that mascara because you have a really hard time getting it off, and I've recommended Pharmacy Green Clean. It removes it perfectly. I just scoop some out, apply it to my dry face at night, massage it around, and it kind of emulsifies, and then I rinse it with water and then go in with my regular cleanser and all is well. For some reason, I feel like the regular Green Clean works a little bit better than the fragrance-free Green Clean. So if the fragrance in the Green Clean bothers you, you may prefer this because it is truly fragrance-free. Okay, I have to talk about this before I can talk about what I'm actually sharing in this video. You'll see why here in a second. So this is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Detailer Brow Pencil. It's 0.8 millimeters. It's extremely fine. I've been raving about this since it launched. I basically haven't used another brow pencil except to use it up because this mimics a brow hair better than any brow pencil I've ever used. Brow pens are basically the best thing to do that, and this is the next best thing. It's perfect because it is so fine and it's not waxy. It's really, really great. So CoverGirl launched their Clean Fresh Brow Liner 1 millimeter nano pencil. Now they're very, very close in width. It's almost indiscernible. CoverGirl being 1 millimeter, Benefit being 0.8. I don't think you can even distinguish the width on the back of my hand. The CoverGirl is on top, Benefit is on the bottom. Now the CoverGirl is a little bit more waxy, but not much. I don't know based on those swatches because they're so thin if you can tell the shade difference. I'm shade 3.5 in Benefit and 400 soft brown in CoverGirl is what I grabbed. The CoverGirl is too warm in my brows. It doesn't match my brow hairs. It may work perfectly for you. You may need to play around, figure out your shade in the CoverGirl, but if you're wanting to save a little bit of money, there is a very, very fine brow pencil option out there. There may be others that are this fine. There's a spoolie on the opposite end too. I'm going to try and find a shade that is closer to 3.5 just so that I have an option. But if you're looking for a really fine brow pencil to mimic a brow hair, this is new from CoverGirl and I think it's really good. Now, one thing I do want to note is that with both of these, there was kind of a waxy layer that I needed to just kind of scribble off onto a tissue before I tried to use them. If you're thinking you're not getting any pigment at first, try that. I did a lot of research on this and watched a lot of videos. I had this in my Amazon wish list for a while before I finally pulled the trigger 2 to 3 months ago, I guess. I was actually going to share this in my video last month, but I just wanted to use it a little bit more to make sure that I was in fact seeing what I thought I was seeing, that I felt the way I thought I felt. And I have to say, I am so glad that I ended up purchasing this because I have seen a difference from it. And I feel like you have too, because I've had quite a few comments over the past month or so about my skin looking brighter and better and asking me what I've been doing. And this is what I've added. This is the New Derma High Frequency Facial Wand. Now, there are a few different versions of this. I got the one that has the 6 Fusion, Neon, and Argan wands. I would say I've been using this 2 to 4 times a week, depending on the kind of time I have and if I remember. So I'll tell you what I like about it, what I've seen from it, what high frequency is supposed to do for you, and how it works. So they say that you can see results after the first use, but I didn't notice much after the first use, probably because I am a facial device user. But after the second use, I noticed my rosacea flare-up that I was having was almost completely gone by that night, and my skin just looked brighter, my pores looked smaller, and that's continued. I test out a lot of products and have sensitive skin and rosacea. Because of that, I will get little flare-ups in specific areas. My trigger areas, I guess, are right around here and down here. I can't tell you the last time I didn't wake up in the morning without a little teeny tiny bumpy of some sort in one or both of those areas 3 to 4 days a week. It's probably not visible to you, but it's visible to me. That hasn't happened since my first week of using this, and it's been years since I've been completely calm in those areas. So high frequency facials have been used for a long time. I know Dermalogica is kind of famous for using them. They're used to shrink enlarged pores, to prevent and treat stubborn acne, to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, decongest puffy eyes, and high frequency can even rejuvenate the condition of your scalp to nourish your hair follicles for healthier hair growth, which is a big thing for those of us over 40 who are experiencing a lot of hair shedding. So it does this by passing a current through a neon or argon, or in this case, a neon and argon filled glass electrode that when you place it to your skin, produces these enriched oxygen molecules that enhances blood circulation, increases collagen and elastin production, eliminates toxins and acne causing bacteria, encourages lymphatic drainage, exfoliates dead skin cells, and improves skincare product absorption. High frequency facials are considered gentle, safe, therapeutic ways to rejuvenate, heal, and restore your skin, and have been proven to be effective on basically any skin condition, from acne to burns to cold sores, you name it. Now, the reason why I got neon and argon fusion wands is because the neon is typically for treating aging skin as well as scalp and hair, because it's typically used for increased product absorption, increased blood circulation, and cellular turnover, whereas violet is typically used for acne, scalp, and hair because it's excellent for antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and healing benefits. And as someone with rosacea who does get the occasional breakout, that it was extremely appealing to me. I was also thinking about the KP that sometimes flares up on the back of my arms. You can use this on your body too. They say it can even possibly help with cellulite because of the blood circulation benefits. Now, you want to use this on clean skin. Some people do use some kind of a serum or place gauze in between the glass electrode and their skin to help with gliding. Some people use it on dry skin. It's really your preference, but you want to insert your electrode of choice into the device firmly, but carefully because it is glass, and turn the dial to the level you're comfortable with. Kind of play around with it. I started out at level 2, but quickly found that I'm fine with it at level 4. You may or may not see a subtle glow, and you'll hear a buzzing noise that will be louder when you place the device to your skin. Now, when you place it to your skin, you may feel a slight zap. It doesn't hurt, but it can be startling to some people. It can help to place your finger to the device first to ground it and then place it to your skin and release your finger. It just eliminates that initial zap. There are instructions included. It's very easy to use. You just basically want to keep it moving over each area. I think they say no longer than 10 to 15 seconds per area, and it takes maybe 2 to 3 minutes to use it. There is an option to purchase this with a case. You can also get the case separately, but I did get this and I'm very glad that I did, because these are glass wands. They can be pretty fragile, and I wanted to make sure that it was packed securely and that it was portable. And this is better than having it in the box it came in. When it comes to aging and facial devices, whether you're using them to avoid procedures or injectables, whatever you're using them for, they can be very pricey, although less pricey than getting procedures or getting injectables. This is not the least expensive Amazon item I've ever purchased, but it is less expensive than a lot of those facial devices, and it actually does something. I'm very happy with it, and I'm continuing to try it on different areas to see what else it can do and what more it can do over more time. Kate Somerville has an Amazon store and just launched a new water-resistant mineral facial sunscreen that I really like. I'm very picky when it comes to sunscreens. This is SPF 50. It's 24.5% non-nano zinc oxide, and the big claim is that this gives no white cast. I do find that to be true. There is a slight tint to it. It's infused with sheer mineral pigments, and it's supposed to give an illuminating finish that diffuses imperfections and evens out skin tone and gives deep hydration. In the process, it's supposed to absorb very quickly and feel lightweight. Now, that deep hydration is because of an ingredient called ectoin. Now, I don't know if you remember, but I talked about a product from Biossance. It's an ectoin face cream specifically for your skin barrier, because that ingredient is really, really great for protecting your skin barrier and adding deep hydration. This has that in there. So right after you blend it in, you can see it has this illuminating finish, but it looks just like the rest of my hand. There's no white cast because of that sheer tint. It does have kind of a tackiness, a feeling to it right after I apply it. And there is a scent here, but you should always be letting your sunscreen absorb into your skin for several minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes before you get in the water or before you apply any makeup. After that time has passed, I find that it doesn't feel greasy anymore. It absorbs fully and it has more of a natural finish, and that scent isn't overwhelming. Because I have combination skin, I can use this as a moisturizer sunscreen hybrid. If you have dry skin, you may want to still use a moisturizer underneath it. I think you can see it's already starting to settle into my skin after just sitting here for a few minutes. But this is a nice 80-minute water-resistant SPF 50 natural illuminating non-white cast sunscreen, new from Kate Somerville, available on Amazon, that you should probably know about, especially if you have normal to dry skin or mature skin or sensitive skin and you need a mineral sunscreen for the summer. There are a lot of people out there that swear by the benefits of oil pulling. It's supposed to be great for healthy teeth and gums, for whitening teeth, plaque removal. I've even heard it can reverse gum disease. I know a lot of us are 40 and over, and that can be a thing. I've tried oil pulling here and there with regular coconut oil, but I always end up quitting because the texture of solid coconut oil as it goes to a liquid in my mouth, it gets a little chunky and balled up, and I can't take it. So I was talking to my friend Risa about it one day, and she told me about this Guru Nanda natural oil pulling oral rinse, which is apparently very popular on Amazon. I just didn't know about it. This is so much better. This is in liquid form. It's 100% pure coconut oil. It also has tea tree, peppermint, clove, oregano, fennel, spearmint, and cardamom, plus vitamins D3, E, and K2. It says it aids in saliva production, plaque removal, and supports healthy teeth and gums, and fresh breath. It says on here the flavor is coconut and mint. There's a very natural flavor to it. You swish for 2 minutes to start, work your way up to around 10 minutes, and spit it out, not in your sink because it is an oil. Now mine came with a tongue scraper, a toothbrush, I feel like there was something else in there, and a little cup. This is so much better than oil pulling with a regular solid coconut oil and having it melt into a liquid, which is what a lot of people do. So if you've been wanting to try oil pulling, or if you've been doing it and you want a more pleasant experience, this is my second bottle and I will keep repurchasing it. When did pillow slides go viral? I feel like they're definitely not going anywhere for good reason. First of all, they are so comfortable. It is in fact like you're walking on a pillow, but they're also so practical because you can get them wet, you can wear them to the pool, they're great shower shoes for a college kid. For some reason, I never got any. I know the ones with the one thicker strap were really big, they probably still are, but I saw these, this kind of Birkenstock style, and I decided to grab these and just see if they were as comfortable as the other ones. They have tons of colors to choose from and I've really been liking these. These are great for poolside or just wherever, and the buckles are functional so you can adjust the width. Now I normally wear a 7 to 7.5 and I wasn't sure what size to get. I ended up going with 37 to 38 I believe, and I feel like I could have sized down, but I'm keeping them because I'm really just wearing them around here or around a pool and my foot does not slide out of them because, you know, it's kind of cradled. But I like these. It's like walking on pillows and, you know, I can wear them around water. Perfect for summertime. If you don't have any, I'd say they're a must-have. I thought this short set looked really cute just for kind of a throw-on summertime kind of thing, but I wasn't quite sure what size to get because the reviews were kind of all over the place. Some people said it shrunk up a lot. Some people said it was huge. Others said it was pretty true to size. I am 5'5" and hover usually between a 6 and an 8. I'm probably closer to an 8 right now, and I have a long torso. So I decided to go ahead and order a large and wash it and dry it after it came to see if it shrunk up a lot. I got it in white, which as you can see isn't a true white, it's more like an ivory. I tried it on when it initially came and it was oversized in not really a flattering way. It kind of looked like it swallowed me in a way and the fabric was really stiff, but I did order a large. So I washed it and hung it to dry for a little bit and then dried it the rest of the way. I like it much better after washing it and drying it. The fabric softened up nicely and it fits much better. It could have shrunk a little bit more, but I'm okay with it like this. I like that the top is oversized because I can throw it on as a swimsuit cover up if I want to, and I like the length of the shorts. There is some room if you're more of an apple shape. The waist isn't restrictive. The pockets are also somewhat deep. Now the sleeves are really short on this. I was really surprised by that with the length of the top being what it is. I don't know why the sleeves are this short. They were like that before I washed it, but I would always roll sleeves up on a top like this anyway. So I did steam this top before trying it on after I washed it and dried it. This is a wrinkly type of fabric. It's a very casual fabric. If you want it to be pristine and ironed, you would need to spray it and iron it first. I don't mind this casual wrinkly look for just kind of a throw on summertime thing. So I did want to tell you that, but I like this. I'm glad I got it. I feel like you can wear the two pieces separate. You can wear them together. It's cute, it's breezy, it's comfy and versatile and easy, which is what I look for in the summer. So let's move to outfit number 2, which is from a brand I'm very familiar with, Pretty Garden. This is a 2-piece lightweight short sleeve sweatpants set. I got this in a medium in the color beige. Now, one of my favorite Amazon sweatshirts of all time has similar side zippers, which is what appealed to me about this. I initially tried it. I kind of felt like I was wearing scrubs. So I washed it and softened it up a little bit. And I do really like the color. I love how lightweight this fabric is. It definitely doesn't feel like sweats. I don't know if you can tell by the inside, but there's a little bit of a sheen to the inside. These are very soft. They're very comfortable. Now, I've pushed the bottoms up a little bit to see what that looks like. And I've pushed them down. This is what they look like down on my 5'5" frame. For me, this is a nice at-home loungy outfit because it does have that kind of scrub look to it when wearing them together. But I think if you pair them with something else, they would work separately just fine. And I do love how lightweight and comfortable they are. Now, one thing I do want to note is that if you're more of an apple shape, if you carry some of your weight around the middle, the top has plenty of width. And I mean, even the arms, if you need more room in the arm area, there's plenty of room with the top, but the waist of the pants is a little bit constrictive. So I did want to make that note. This may work better for those of you that are more rulers or hourglass or pear shapes. I've been specifically looking for more coordinating type things to wear at home other than, you know, t-shirts and leggings, but I wouldn't wear it to run an errand or anything. That's where this fits for me. This is a nice loungy outfit, and I know a lot of us could use more of those, and some of them are too warm to wear in these warmer months, and this one is perfect. I was sick for 10 days. It feels so good to be back filming, to see some of the latest foundations and what I think of them. Check this video out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.